If you've ever wondered whether banks really hate Bitcoin, well, this is for you. I got a lot to cover in this. And also, Edward Snowden chimes in. But first, we have $2 billion worth of Bitcoin dormant that was moved for the first time since 2019. It had only moved once before since 2013. What this is, it's probably normal behavior for whales to update their wallets, to change their addresses. Moving on, we have 25,067 Bitcoin that BlackRock now holds. That's worth over $1.06 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETF. That number is probably going to grow massively over the next couple years, especially because they are number one. They're going to own more than Saylor. They're going to own more than anyone else because they own the world. They're going to want to own the most Bitcoin. So this is probably a good reminder of why selling Bitcoin right here is probably a bad idea, in my opinion. So with that in your mind now, with BlackRock probably wanting to be number one, do you think they're going to pass Satoshi's 1 million Bitcoin? Leave your comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that. Bitcoin is the now 10th largest asset globally. Now I'm going to go over these. I'm going from 1 to 10. First, it's gold, Microsoft, Apple, Saudi Aramco, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, silver, Meta, and Bitcoin. That is going to probably catch up very, very fast. And so once again, selling your Bitcoin here is a bit crazy. Moving on to Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan. Now, it's amazing that the CEO of one of the largest banks in the world, if not the largest bank in the world, knows nothing about money. This is crazy. He said, this is really coming out of his mouth. CEO Jamie Dimon says he thinks that there's going to be a good chance Satoshi, he doesn't even know who created Bitcoin, will increase Bitcoin supply. He doesn't understand the consensus mechanism of Bitcoin, which is it's crazy that he hasn't studied this. So also I want to ask you guys, do you think that he really knows about Bitcoin? He's just trying to play stupid and make it sound like a stupid asset so people don't invest in it? Or do you think that he really doesn't know this stuff? Which is really scary considering I have a lot of friends that have their money in JP Morgan. Yikes. The CEO doesn't understand money, and yet people are giving him money. Crazy. And Jamie Coots, CMT on Twitter says, it never ceases to amaze me how the media refuses to do the work on Bitcoin. He's mostly probably talking about JP Morgan and a couple people from CNBC. It speaks to deep-seated disdain for free market, classical Western liberal ideas, and their state worship. I totally agree with that. I think that people are starting to realize, wow, all these people have lied to me for so long. I'm going to start going to alternative media for this stuff because that's the only way I'm going to learn what's really going on in the space. People like us and many others actually tell the truth about what is happening in the world and teaches people about money. Lastly, we have Edward Snowden saying, this is in response to Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan. He says, wild how the SEC approving a Bitcoin ETF was all it took to transform the CEO of JP Morgan from the king of money into that guy who spends one half of every interview insisting, I don't care about Bitcoin, and the other half sobbing that it stole his wife and shot his dog. Exactly. So this is good that Edward Snowden's calling this guy out. A lot of people are calling this guy out, and he's really making himself look like a complete and utter fool, which is really cool. This is what you want. This is the free market making a joke out of somebody that was a financial titan. Anyways, if you want to see what we are doing with our crypto, I would suggest going to learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. It's not for everybody, but if you do want to join a huge group of people that are interested in microcaps, mid caps, large caps, and what we are holding, sign up. Also, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.